That's a nice fish, by the way. That looked like a nice one.
I fish no matter when it's cold outside. If there's not ice on the water, I'm out fishing with live action bait. The chances of my catching a fish are very slim, but I go anyway, just for the love of going out. And I figured that it was about 1 in 3,000 of any fish contact, even a bump. So to catch a northern pike, I was pretty excited.
I would imagine. I would imagine. Okay, so let's do like a timeline interview here, Randy. So take me back. What day was it last week that this happened? You just kind of went out there. You decided you're going to go fishing. You went to this spot. Talk me through that, and then what happened?
Yep. Well, and I went out on Thursday afternoon on Thanksgiving. It was about 3:30 in the afternoon. My wife was going to get ready to cook dinner. And I asked, hey, can I run out? Just vainly attempted catching fish for about an hour. My hands are going to get cold. I'll come right back home. Got to that location and I was fishing for about maybe 10 minutes. I had caught a northern pike right from the area that the car came to rest, moved up the shoreline, had been fishing where the car passed through to enter the water about 1 minute before the accident. I had moved a little bit further down the shoreline away from where the crash scene was, and I heard the car coming at a high rate of speed. I knew it was at a high rate of speed because it was crossing the center line and then crossing the white line, and I could hear the difference of the tire and that different texture of pavement. That's where the cars aren't driving. I looked over to my right and I saw the car as it was leaving the roadway, and I knew that car was going to hit the river. As soon as I saw that it was going to hit the river, I knew I was going to end up going in just because the temperature of the water, the reaction time had to be fast. So I called 911 while I was jogging down the shoreline to the accident scene where the car had come to a rest. I told 911 that the car had crashed, that I knew the depth of the water was approximately 3.5 to 4 feet. So the car wasn't in any danger of fully sinking. Gave them the plate number. They asked me if the car was leaking any fluids, gas, oil. Said no. And they told me that I should only go in the water if I felt it was safe to do so. I knew I was going in the water before I ever made the 911 call. So I started to disrobe because the number one way to die in a water rescue during the winter is to have clothes on. They slow you down and they're not going to do you any good when you get out of the water. I knew I needed warm clothes once I got out. So I just went down into my drawers, swam out to the vehicle, approached from the back that was floating still because the doors were closed. So the vehicle was still kind of floating like a boat. As I came to the back of the vehicle, I pulled myself up onto the trunk and went over the top, intending to come to the windshield to triage the situation. The reason I thought I needed to go out was there might be a child that had slipped onto the floorboard. There could have been someone underwater. I didn't know how many occupants the vehicle had. And then additionally, if anyone had stopped breathing or was bleeding, they were going to need some attention faster than just being removed from the vehicle. So I swam out, could not triage from the windshield because the windshield wipers were on high. So I dropped into the water next to the vehicle to talk to the passenger. Passenger was breathing, not bleeding, nothing broken. I asked them about the driver, if they had any information. They said they did not know. So I took 10 seconds just to stare at the driver, make sure that they were breathing, that I didn't see blood anywhere. And once I knew their condition, their ages, I popped up on the roof of the car and there was an emergency personnel on shore that I was communicating the information about the passengers to. About the time that I was done saying that information, I saw that they already had Officer Beneke was coming to hit the water. So I waited for Officer Beneke. When they came over to the door of the driver's side, because the driver needed care the quickest, they were having a difficult time opening that door, not only because the water resistance, but there was a lot of muck, probably about 1.5 feet of muck on the bottom of that river. And they were having a difficult time opening the door. So I helped them pry that door open, and they pulled the driver free and cleared them of the vehicle, started their swim back. I turned my attention back to the passenger's side. I knew what was going to happen as soon as the car doors opened. And That's what happened. When I went back and looked at the other side, the passenger was now submerged up to the shoulders. Originally, when I looked in the car, both occupants were only up to their hips in that water. And we didn't want to really open the doors until the last moment because we didn't need anyone sitting in the water with their whole thoracic cavity submerged for any longer than they had to. So I talked to the passenger, got them to pull the door handle, and worked on opening that door while Officer Beneke was still bringing the driver to shore. By the time I got the door open, I looked back and saw Officer Beneke was returning. So I just held the passenger's hand, waited for Officer Beneke, was probably about 4 or 5 seconds away, and then helped kind of tug them up out of the vehicle. And once Officer Beneke pulled them from the vehicle and they were dragged back with the rope, they made it to shore. There wasn't really a lot of room because I considered it to be an irresponsible casting location. It was reeds that were chest high that I was casting over top of. So there wasn't enough room really for one fisherman in that area, let alone multiple responders and multiple victims. So I ended up sitting on the roof of the car for, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes until they kind of cleared that area, and then I was able to swim back.
I'm looking at one of the pictures here. I mean, you said the water was 3 feet deep, but this car looks like it's submerged all the way up to its roof. I mean, it looks like it's deeper than that. Am I wrong? Or
Well, I think that car is probably only about 5 feet tall. So the water itself, I would say, is probably maybe 3.5 to 4 feet. There's some conjecture because while the water, if you look down to the bottom, is probably only 2.5 feet deep, it's got this silty, light, you'll sink down into it like quicksand muck.
okay. So I'm seeing like people on kayaks here. I mean, it looks like more help came or
Yep. By the time I got back onto the roof to let the people on shore know what was going on inside of the vehicle, there was already, I'm going to say, an ambulance and a fire engine on scene. And by the time I was able to get out of the water and get to shore, put my clothes on, there was 15 police cars, an ambulance, fire engine, so many emergency personnel. The real great thing about this is that every single moment of that came together perfectly to get those people out of the water as fast as possible. The Albion response time and the county response time was absolutely phenomenal. Everybody must have been close by in the area. Like all the stars aligned at one point in time for everybody to do their part just to make sure those people were safe.
well, let's go back even further. What if you didn't want to go fishing at 3 o'clock on Thanksgiving? What if your wife had said, no, Randy, I need you to do this afternoon to help with the turkey or whatever, and you weren't there when that happened? I have a feeling that we would be having a very different conversation right now.
If we weren't there when that happened, there would have been other people. There was a busy road. Cars were passing by. I was on the 911 call running down when the first car started pulling over. They were asking me if I was on the phone with 911. I let them know that I was. I think that things may have been different if I wasn't there, because while there was a gathering of people, no one seemed willing to go in. And I knew that I was going in from the beginning. And as I was going into the water, I just took off my shoes and my socks first, so I knew people wouldn't start giving me grief. So they wouldn't see what I was doing. And then the pants came off, shirt came off, and this lady says to me, she says, "Sir, you can't go in there." And I just looked at her. I said, "This is what I do," and I just went in. So things may have been different if I wasn't there. I know that in a situation like that, some people can be more susceptible to hypothermia. And those people needed out of the water as soon as possible. And the main reason that I went in was the unanswered questions. If there was someone that was submerged under the water, they needed to breathe right now. If anyone else in the car had stopped breathing or was bleeding, they were going to need assistance far quicker than waiting for the authorities, the emergency personnel to get there.
So you say this is what I do. Are you some medical technician? Are you a doctor? I mean, you say a lot
No,
of doctory things so far. You've been saying a lot of, triage and what do you do?
I work at the University of Michigan in finance. I type, I answer questions, I do statement activity, answer policy questions. I'm an Eagle Scout, and I just try to always do the right thing. And in that situation, my brain tends to click real fast. So as soon as I saw the car going towards the water, I knew I was going in because I knew what the water temperature was, what the response time was going to be, that those people would need to get out as soon as possible, and the unanswered questions of what if they had a child in the back seat that had slid off onto the floorboard and was submerged. All of this went through my head right away, and I realized that I had to go into the water.
All right, so describe to me, I mean, going into 35-degree water is not fun for anybody. I mean, did it feel like knives were poking into your thighs and legs and sides when you were in there? Or did you just completely not even pay attention to any of that because you were so fixated on the task at hand of saving lives that part didn't even faze you?
When I stepped into the water, my main concern was always a lot of garbage along the shoreline, and I didn't want to hurt my feet. When I stepped in, it was cold. I didn't realize how cold it was. And I think that there was just enough adrenaline pumping that when I hit the water, I didn't even feel it. It burned all over me. It did. I didn't really feel cold until minutes after I got out of the water and got dressed. And I think that was just adrenaline.
I mean, how was it up to your waist? Did you get fully in?
I went in and I walked in as far as I could go. And at about 4 feet from shore, it went from anything that I could stand on to just straight muck. And getting your feet down into there is a good way to get yourself stuck and drown. So even though the water is very shallow there and just covered in muck on the bottom, I just started to swim because I didn't want to put myself at risk and get my feet stuck in that.
Have you talked to the couple that you saved since, or do you hope
I
to?
have not.
So you have not spoken to them at all, huh?
No, that's my prime concern is I just want to know how they are. I want to make sure that they're safe, and I don't know, maybe some closure. Like, this was a traumatic experience for all. It's not what I expected from my day, and I'm sure it's not what they expected from their day.
What about Officer Beneke? What was your closing conversation with him? I mean, was he grateful you were there? Did he appreciate your assistance?
No, I talked to Officer Beneke a little bit, but I think that he was in the same condition that I was, just so cold. I mean, I saw, like, I felt what the cold was doing to me. I saw what the cold was doing to the officer in that first swim out. And that second swim, I mean, he's a strong man. Just was a champion going in and out of that water. I did speak to the commanding officer on scene. Commanding officer was really nice, very, very grateful. But I wasn't paying attention to that because it just wasn't about me.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think of what else I can ask you here. So you just went in the water with just your tidy whities. It was just you and your tidy whities.
Yeah, yeah. It's like when I was in Boy Scouts and we took life-saving classes, the first thing they would teach you how to do is how to strip off your clothes when you enter the water, because you're going to be a more effective rescuer if you can freely move through the water. And then besides that fact is I knew when I got out of the water, I didn't just want to be in my underwear or in my wet clothes on shore, stripping off wet clothes. I was going to need to try to protect them, but protect me as well. And that's why I stripped down before I went in. That's why when I went in, knowing the car was floating still, I went up over the top of the car to try to do the triage to keep my body out of that water as much as I possibly could. And when I realized I couldn't triage from the front, that's when I dunked into the side of the car to get a better view. And then right back out under the roof of the car I went. and once I saw the emergency personnel was arriving, I realized, there's a team of people here to get this done now. So I should probably stay out of the water as much as I possibly can and just stay on the car to assist Officer Beneke in getting the people freed from the vehicle.
You went out there hoping for the catch of the day. I don't think you expected that to be your catch of the day.
I didn't, but you never know when you're fishing. I've found a lot of people in bad situations and hurt. I mean, even right down in Albion about 6 years ago, where the dam is, a guy who was drinking and fishing fell off the dam onto some sharp rocks and rolled into the water. So I pulled him out. And then a year and a half ago, I was fishing right down there in the same river, and there was a guy laying on the ground overdosing that I had passed before. I saw him standing there not doing very good. And when I came back, he was laying on the ground in the same spot that I saw him. So it took me about 10 minutes of gently coaxing him awake to get him up. And he came back too right before the police got there. So I guess I'm just always, if I see a person in need, you've got to give the help. And as long as you don't think that you're gonna die in the process. And in this situation, the water wasn't on fire. I knew the depth of the water, vaguely the temperature, and I'm younger, not too young, but I'm younger. I now know I have the strength to take that, and there's emergency personnel on the way. So really, any danger to me was mitigated by the fact that I already knew police were on the way. The water wasn't super deep.
Anything else you want to share with me about this experience?
My skin burns. Every once in a while, I feel like I got bugs crawling on me, but that's kind of going away over time. Really interested to let Officer Beneke know what that water temperature was. Because when the people that I work with were asking me about this, I said, yeah, the water temperature might have been 45. It was 26 or 27 air temperature that day. And I did not realize that the water was as cold as it was until I went back, put that thermometer in. And then I remembered that if water is salty or moving, it does not follow the same rules. I did not realize it was sub-zero temperatures or below freezing, not sub-zero, but below freezing temperatures when I went in.
Okay. I'm assuming that you hope to meet up with this couple under better circumstances to have your closure from this. Would that be a nice thing to have happen if it can evolve into happening?
It would be nice. Don't need it. I don't need anything from the couple. I don't need anything from the city. I just want to know that they're okay.
Okay. All right. All righty, sir. I think that's all we need. Thank you very much for giving me your time this morning, and I hope that the tingling feeling goes away. I won't go into a lake in July because 68 degrees is too cold for me. So, I mean,
yeah. After I got out of the water, and I put my clothes on, the lady that had said to me, she said, "Sir, you can't go in there." After I got out of the water, she gave me a hug. And I held on to her for a minute or a half or 2 minutes. She was the warmest person I've ever felt in my whole life.
I bet. All righty, Randy. Thank you so much for your time. This is going to air today, I believe, at 4, 5, and 6. I could be wrong. I do have your phone number. What I can do is I can text you and give you, I don't know if you get Fox 17 in the Albion area, but what I can do is I can text you a link to the final story, and then you can see it by just clicking on that. So,
okay. Awesome.
All righty. You have a great day, and thank you so much for giving us and telling us this story.
Yeah. And I want to reiterate just how on the spot those emergency personnel were. I mean, from the time I went into the water, by the time I did that triage and started shouting up on shore, there was already more people. By the time I was done saying that, I saw Officer Beneke preparing to enter the water. And yeah, everything. Fire, ambulance, police, they had the road blocked off for everybody's safety. And all of this happened in probably less than a 13-minute span.